I'm Ryan from Ebike Escape, and in this video, we're unboxing the Ride1Up Rev1, but not just any Rev1. This is the brand new DRT, and by the end of the video, hopefully we'll get my wife on here and see if she can even fit and handle this kind of power. Wah! I'm so excited for this one. Let's get started. Now trust me, I don't get excited about every unboxing. Yes, the dopamine rush of unboxing e-bikes does eventually wear off after you've reviewed hundreds of electric bikes. The DRT might be the coolest electric bike that I've seen released this year. It's certainly the coolest bike that I'm going to be reviewing. And if you're new here, you'll want to subscribe for the full in-depth review on this electric bike. Now, maybe you're watching this because you bought one of these electric bikes, but if you haven't already, you can support content like this and our channel for free by using the link down in the description before you make your purchase. Thank you so much for your support. Keeps me unboxing and reviewing awesome e-bikes like this one. The bike is heavy. It weighs in at 91 pounds, but I was looking at the shipping information here, and this box weighs 101 pounds. It took quite a bit of effort for my wife and I, thanks Allie, to bring the bike back here, getting the first look. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Now, on the off chance that you have to return this bike, I wouldn't recommend that you cut the box. Future Ryan here, do not do what I did. Do not cut the box open. See those white tabs at the bottom? You can pull those out and then the box just lifts up, exposing the bike. I didn't realize that till later. Make it easy on yourself. Do what I say, not as I do. Before I reveal the bike for the first time, I want to talk about price. The DRT is priced at $25.95. And if you're not familiar, Ride1Up has two other models of their Rev1 series. The hardtail, that's the most affordable model of their moped-style fleet. And then you have the full suspension version. As the name implies, you get dual suspension, bigger battery. We've done full reviews on both of those models. We even did a comparison. So we're here for you, anything Rev1. All right, let's see it. There we go. And you know this by now, but I opted for the toy soldier colorway. I think it looks awesome. We've got some eco-friendly packaging, some cardboard here. Now for those new to Ride1Up, what's really interesting about the brand is, one, they're direct-to-consumer brand, which means you get this bike shipped directly to your door. It's up to you for assembly or a trusted bike shop. And the most surprising thing as an e-bike reviewer is how deep Ride1Up has gone into various categories. They started with commuter electric bikes. So if you're looking for a different style, not a moped style e-bike, you should definitely check out their full lineup of commuter e-bikes. But adding so many models complicates things. So it's actually surprising that Ride1Up can do this. And now they have 3 moped style e-bike offerings. They're going head to head with the likes of Super 73, which I'm happy to see, because these are just much more affordably priced. All right, we've got the accessory box. Ride1Up has certainly improved the unboxing experience, especially as it relates to the accessories over the 4 years that I've been reviewing their electric bikes. So here we go, let's take a look. You've got your manual, and yes, for those who live in the north like I do, you get a beanie. Next, we've got metal Welgo pedals. You get this massive charger. This is one of the largest I've seen. This is a 4-amp charger, which is great for big batteries like this one. Now, I have to admit, I looked at the specs when this was released, and I'm going to have to look them back up as we unbox the rest of this electric bike, and I'll share them with you. I just didn't want to get too excited about this electric bike before I actually received it and reviewed it. You get some standard cheaper wrenches as well as a T25, but what I like is they don't skip out on the hex. You get a full set and they are of much higher quality than you typically see. Looks like we've got some extra bolts. We've got maintenance grease for the pedals. And finally, don't forget the keys. You'll need those. All right, let's continue removing the packaging. All right, I need to give you a close-up of this seat. Look at that Rev1 DRT. Looks pretty comfortable, we'll see. First look at the headlight as well. Check that out, Ride1Up branding. And these chunky tires. That's of course what makes this the DRT or dirt version. Looks like we've got the front fender as well as the splash guard underneath the frame. Look at this tire. It looks like a motorcycle tire. A Nova, 20 by 4 inches wide. Looks like it's gonna hold up for many miles. And check this out, I forgot 203 millimeter rotors. Simply not something you see on every electric bike. For extra protection, they include a piece of metal for the front fork. That inspires some confidence, especially when you're getting a direct-to-consumer e-bike. We've gotten most of the packaging removed. We're gonna move to some shade because it is hot today. And don't worry, I'm excited to ride it too. We'll do a first ride towards the end of this video, and I'll see if I can convince my 5'5" wife to hop on and see how she fits on the DRT. But first, let's get all the components on. The bike rests pretty nicely on that metal stand in the front, so we'll leave that. I have the kickstand down. I'm gonna get the handlebars on. And of course, reference Ride1Up's official assembly guide. One of the mounts for the LCD screen comes separate, zip tied to the handlebars. You actually need to attach that after the stem plate. And you have to slide it beneath the handlebars. Here's where that bracket mounts. A little tight getting in there, but fortunately you only have to do it once. I'm going to leave these front handlebars loose until I get the front tire installed, but first, let's put on the fenders and the pedals. Now, do you need pedals on a moped-style electric bike? Most likely not, but we're gonna install them. Left pedal clearly marked with the L. Little maintenance grease on here. It feels wrong to put such basic looking pedals on such a cool looking electric bike. And these cranks are laughably short. Another clear indicator that the bike isn't meant to be pedaled. The left pedal is reverse thread. We'll tighten that down in a second. Right pedal, righty-tighty. Single speed drivetrain, Bafang motor, 1,000 watts of continuous power. Can't wait to turn that on. We've got the 15, pedals are tightened. All right, the fenders with those 4 bolts. Let me know in the comment section, yay or nay on the front fender. We'll see how it looks here in a second. And yay or nay on the mounting plate. It must be a big deal because Ride1Up allows you to see it both on or off the bike when you go to purchase this e-bike. All right, next we have the through axle. We'll get the front wheel on. No moped-style e-bike, at least with those kind of tires, is going to hold up to a quick release axle. Remove it here on the right side of the bike as you're sitting on it with the 6. One on the right side. It's reverse thread, so turn right to remove. All right, there's your through axle. This is where it's handy to have 2 people. All right, I turned the bike upside down to make installing this beefy front tire a little bit easier. First step, remove the hydraulic disc brake spacer and make sure that you don't touch the brakes after this. Of course, the disc brake side, that's how you know which way the wheel goes in. Insert the through axle. That was so much easier than it otherwise would have been. And next, that bolt, that's what keeps it in place. Screws into the through axle. Again, I'm going to turn it to the left now to tighten it down. 10 to 15 Newton meters. That feels about right. We do have the clamps to also tighten on the fork here. 6 Newton meters on these, 2 on each side. All right, let's see if I can flip this over without breaking anything. The seat height, according to Ride1Up, is 34 inches. I'm 6 feet tall. We'll see how my wife fits on it later. Can already feel the nice rear suspension. Feels really good, actually. Another thing I noticed was the 4-piston hydraulic disc brakes. I have some wires to connect here before I can take it for a ride. This is easy. You just line up the arrows on these connectors. And there's 2 of them, the red one here and green. I'll get the handlebars tightened up and then we'll give the motor a spin with the twist throttle. Starting it up for the first time. So satisfying. Same center mounted display that we saw in the other Rev1 models. All right, let's see what it's got. And if you're buying a Rev1, yes, of course, use the link in the description, but also don't forget to turn the battery on right here. They ship it with it turned off. Check out this rear suspension, so bouncy. And check out this front suspension by RST. And yes, the awesome front light. really completes the look. There's different light modes, lighting in the rear as well. The battery is a 52 volt, 20 amp hour battery. It's UL certified, and you can mount a second battery down here. There's a horn on the right. Next, I think it's riding time. We'll see what my wife says when she sees this bike. All right, Allie, we have a new e-bike in the fleet, and I'm curious to hear what you think of this one. We got it under the Bike Case 2 e-bike cover, available at shop.ebikeescape.com.
I helped bring this in, and it was also heavy. Look at those tires. Rev1 DRT. Okay, look at that. Wow. Feel like I'll need some leather pants, leather jacket.
She is 5'5".
This looks, I would say, hardcore would be the term. Oh, wow. Bouncy.
I think it's time for your test ride, but we need to think of safety here. All right, here is your helmet, and so it looks like your tippy toes are on the ground on the bike.
Yeah, I feel okay. I would ride this bike. It doesn't feel too big.
Well, you are going to ride it. Let's see what you think. I'll run you through the controls. Now, something I forgot to tell you, I did override this, so I want you to be extra careful. Not sure if Keens are the best footwear option, but be careful with that throttle because this bike is going to take off on you.
Got it. Ooh, fancy.
Let's see, give it a little throttle. Let's see what you think.
You're making me nervous. Woo!
Give it some power. You can hear that thing from all the way down the road.
I'm gonna go slow and accelerate here.
All right.
Wah! Watch this. Watch this. Ready?
Wow. Very skilled. Now she's just having fun. What do you think?
That's fun. Not a bike I'm really gonna pedal, but super fun. I feel like I'm in a action film. It almost sounds loud because of the tires, even when the motor's not on.
All right, with that, I'm going to hop on. All right, and yes, we do have boost mode on the off-road mode. So we're gonna get the full power out of this motor. There is a hill, and I have to say, the takeoff of this bike, the acceleration is unlike any other e-bike that at least I've ridden. See how it does up this hill. It's got the GPS speed 29 already. I don't know what's louder, the motor or these knobby tires, 33. That's not gonna flinch at this hill. 28. So 35 amps out of that controller when you enable the boost mode. There's two off-road modes when you go into the advanced settings. All right, here we go, 3, 2, 1, throttle only. 14, 18, 21, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 on a full battery, 31, 32, 33, 34, and we're gonna start going down a hill now. All right, guys, I think that is enough of a teaser. Stay tuned for the full review. If you plan to purchase any Ride1Up electric bike, check out the link in the description. It's a free way to support the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.